We already talked about raw material scarcity and increasing transport costs. How do these unpredictable changes affect long-term planning?
A lot. Number one, the famous just-in-time inventory concept no longer works. COVID came and swept it away. Because if with the present situation, when you don't know if you will get any goods, when you will get them, and with the transport situation that is getting from bad to worse on a daily basis, the just-in-time inventory literally doesn't work. Then on top of this, looking at the transport situation, we still have a severe shortage of means of transport because not all passenger aircrafts are traveling again. And these passenger aircrafts used to take on board not only the passengers, but use the spare space to take non-dangerous goods. This is no longer an option. Then we have the cruisers. The cruisers, they used to move a lot of goods as well. Now everyone had to shift their containers onto the transport ships. So that's difficult, and the transport prices are getting up. Then on top of everything, there aren't even enough drivers. I remember a couple of months ago as I was traveling on a plane, and there was a gentleman who was going back home, and that gentleman told me the story that he used to work for many, many years in the United States as a truck driver, and he said, well, things have become so difficult with these long lines of getting, well, then you have to get tested regularly, then that's a loss of time and money. Then you have severe road conditions, then everything's so difficult, then lots of hotels are closed, and so on, etc., etc. And he said, well, that was too much for me. My family decided to have me back home, so he quit his job, and he was going back home. And we see the same thing within Europe. It's very, very difficult nowadays to find a truck to transport the goods. You're happy if you get from one day to another, if you get a big truck to load and unload the same day at a different location. Very, very difficult already. And then, of course, we have the problem that people need to plan a lot better their finances because there is not enough cash. In the past, a lot of companies used to, let's say, use their suppliers as a type of a bank. So they would purchase goods and they would just pay for the goods whenever they would need to place their next order. And this no longer functions anymore because you have to prepay for the goods you want to receive. And yes, so long-term planning is something that has to be made very, very precisely nowadays. And you need to involve everyone in order to have an efficient process, to maintain this efficient process.